today. We start today with the economic lesson of 1.3 in your syllabus of the NSSC Economic Ordinary Syllabus. Okay, 1.3 is about specialization, and we will specifically look into division of labor. Okay, the first which we are going to look at is what is specialization. If I use the word in economics, what does that mean? They say this idea was started by Adam Smith. That was in the industrial area or time, industrial time, and before that there was no division of labor ever. There was no specialization by a certain person. So at that time it was discovered and implemented in factories. That is just for interesting sake. Okay, the definition of specialization is when an individual or a firm or the government concentrate on the production of a good or a service, one good or a service. So again, specialization is when an individual or the government or a firm concentrate on the production of one good and service. Why? It is to increase the efficiency, that means the speed at which you produce, and it also will increase your profits. That's why you do that. Okay. Now we will look at different forms of specialization. We get individuals that specialize, and that means like a doctor who become a specialist in what he is doing, and he become a gynecologist. That means he's only working with women, or you get doctors that only work with children. So that individual specializes in one specific service that he offers. Okay, then you also get regional specialization, and it's for us very clear in Namibia, because in the southern region, most of the farmers farm with sheep. If you go to the northern region, most of the farmers farm with cattle. And if you see on our western regions, there's lots of mining. So you can see each region specialize in different goods or services that they mainly produce. They concentrate on that. Okay, then we get firms that specialize. So you get a certain firm that is, for example, a bakery, but the only thing they bake is wedding cakes. Then this business specializes in the production of wedding cakes. Go back to the definition, and there you will see they concentrate on the production of one good and service. Okay, and then we get also industries that specialize. So if you put a lot of firms together that produce exactly the same thing, say for example shoes, then it becomes a shoe industry. That all that firms is part of one industry which they call the shoe industry. So that industry then concentrate on shoes. Okay, then we also get countries that specialize. And later on in the syllabus, when we do international trade, then we will come back to this and decide which country will concentrate on which product. The product that you concentrate on, you will produce and export them to the country with which you have this trade relation. So, for example, between Namibia and Botswana, both are farming with cattle and both have diamonds. So who will concentrate on mainly producing diamonds and who will concentrate on mainly producing cattle? If you can do that, then you know it will improve the efficiency of both countries, and it will also improve the profits that they can earn out of the production of the products that they produce. Okay, the last point of specialization is division of labor. We will look at division of labor, but this has to do with the production process of a certain product that you produce. You divide this production process into different units. This different units is all manned by a human or by a machine. And you, as a person, just concentrate on one task then. And we will look at that, how that improves the standard of living. And not only that, but specifically, not the efficiency of this firm, how much they can produce if you compare it before specialization. So how did the speed of production increase, and then also how it affects the cost of the production and the profits of the firm. So you can do a group work session where you work 3 or 4 together in a group, and tell me, what do you think? Why will countries feel that it's good for them to specialize in a certain product and build up a relation with other countries? So you can see here on the PowerPoint, they say, why do you think countries want to specialize in the production of a good that they produce at the lowest cost and at the highest speed, and then export it to other countries? Why will a country want to do that? So you can sit and think a bit about this, and at least 10 to 15 minutes is required, and just try to get 4 points why you think a country want to do that. Okay, for the answer of this, you can offer that it increase the demand for your product, because you have now 2 countries that you can provide goods to, so the market increase for your product. Secondly, if there's a higher demand for your product, you can also produce more, and if you produce more, you need more workers, so it's very good for a country if it affects their employment rate. And then a next point that you can think of is, if we not only produce for Namibia, but we also produce for Botswana, then the country's output, the amount of goods and services that we produce in this country, will also increase. And then the last one, as I already have mentioned a bit, that if you trade with a country, you can build up very good relationships, which may help you in the future if you need assistance or help from another country. So that's why countries do it. It's not only to make profits, it's also about the relationships between countries. Okay, let us just look again at the definition of division of labor. Division of labor is defined as a production process of goods and services, which is divided into different units and will be manned by a machine or by a worker. Okay, work that you can do in class is define division of labor, classwork, 3 marks, and you can also explain the regional specialization and give examples of regional specialization in our country. So explain in words what that means to you and give an example. Okay, and then I also have for you exam questions, or which you can use in a test. The first one is explain the meaning of division of labor, also normally 3 marks allocated to that. And then they say describe specialization and add examples to it. Then if it's 8 marks, you can choose any 4 of this and you can explain all 4 of them and put a good explanation with the example will then give you 8 marks.